Hey first graders, we're back to doing some more research on birds. I hope that your riddle writing on Monday went well and that you were able to put together the sentences and read the riddle that you created. If you have any questions about that, let me know because this week I'm going to do a little bit less to help you guys and you're going to do a little bit more of the riddle writing on your own. So we're starting a new bird today. So look at these pictures. The bird we're going to start studying this week is the ostrich. So ostriches, you can see, are pretty big, and I think that they are kind of funny looking. Before we do that, we're going to take a look at another riddle and see what we notice about this riddle. Now that you guys have broken down the riddles a little bit and looked at some of those sentence frames, let's see if we can find those important parts in the riddle that we're about to read. Okay. So here's the third riddle that we're going to look at together. This bird has bright and colorful feathers and a long tail. It has a heavy and sharp beak. Its beak helps to crush seeds and cut through fleshy fruit. This bird has gripping toes to grab onto branches or to grab fruit nuts. So one part of the sentence we talked about last time was this bird has, and you can see that the first sentence starts with this bird has, and it tells us the body parts, colorful feathers and a long tail. And we see it down here too, right? This bird has, and it says that it has gripping toes that help it grab onto branches. This time I didn't see it uses its, but I see the word help. Right here it says its beak helps it to crush seeds and cut through fleshy fruit. So that word helps is another important word you could maybe try using in your own riddle, right? We could also say it uses its beak to crush seeds, but this time the author says its beak helps it to crush seeds. So there are some different words that you can use if you want to. So this bird, I'm going to read it one more time. Let's look at these pictures. Here's the toucan on this side and the macaw on this side. While I'm reading it this time, look at the pictures and think about what are the words telling you and which picture matches with the words. Okay, ready? This bird has bright and colorful feathers and a long tail. It has a heavy and sharp beak. Its beak helps it to crush seeds and cut through fleshy fruit. This bird has gripping toes to grab onto branches or to grab fruits or nuts. So I want you to think and talk. What is the bird being described in the riddle? And what clues in the words and pictures helped you know that? So let's look at it for a second. If you need to pause and tell somebody, I would pause right now and point to somebody, tell somebody what bird you think it is and why. And if you guessed that it was the macaw, you were right. So I'm going to put this riddle up on Seesaw, and I will have it read to you on Seesaw, and I want you guys to circle the words that told you that it was the macaw and not the toucan, okay? So when you see this slide up on Seesaw, listen to me read it again, and you're going to circle the words that helped you know it was not the toucan and helped you know that it was the macaw. Okay, so now we're ready to start learning about the ostrich. Our learning target says, I can read to learn about important ostrich body parts and how they help the ostrich survive. So remember, these riddles that we've been looking at have been telling us about bird body parts and how they help the bird, right? We looked at that word help today. So this ostrich, we need to be finding out, what helps it survive? What is on its body that helps it? And we're going to become experts on one more bird, the ostrich, before I kind of stop supporting you guys as much and you guys get to read your own text and research and write your own riddle. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started learning about ostriches. And we're using the same worksheet. So you guys have all seen this before. What is the bird? what body part helps it, and how. And then you're also going to draw a picture. I know that last week, Ms. DeWong has been going over some sight words with you guys. And these are the sight words that she went over with you. There, to, father, walk, and talk. I want you to pause the video here, so you're going to press pause, and see if you can find any words in the text. So here is what we're about to read. Go through and can you find any of those words in blue in the text? And on Seesaw, I'm going to ask you to circle the words that you found, okay? So if you need to, press pause. I'm going to move on. The next thing I want to do is I wanted to kind of break apart some of these words. So that's called sound segmentation, when we're breaking apart long words. And I know that's something else that Ms. DeWong has been working on with you guys. So let's see these two words, cannot and balance, I wanted to look at before we started. So the word cannot, do you see any small words that you already know in this word? So pause right now and point there. I see two small words in there. Can you point to the two small words and read them to yourselves? And the next word, balance. If you don't know what balance is, if you remember sometimes when we take like a little stretch break and I tell you guys to hold one leg and see if you can balance on the other leg, that's what balance is. It's kind of like helping you stay upright. Okay, now I think that we are ready to read. Ostriches cannot fly. Their wings are too short. Their wings have a use though. Wings help an ostrich balance and turn as it runs. I'm going to read that one more time. Ostriches cannot fly. Their wings are too short. Their wings have a use though. Wings help an ostrich balance as it runs. Okay, so when you go onto Seesaw, you're going to fill out the same things I did, okay? You're not filling this worksheet out for the toucan or the macaw in the riddle. Don't worry about that. You're filling it out for the ostrich, and we just read about the ostrich's wings. So your first two answers on Seesaw should look just like mine. You're talking about the ostrich, and you're telling me about its wings, okay? Your turn, what you're going to do is you're going to tell how an ostrich's wings help it survive, okay? A lot of you told me about the body part last week, and a lot of you did a drawing, but I didn't see a lot of people write adjectives that tells what the wings are like. So in this bottom part, you don't just draw the wings. I want you to tell me a couple of words that describe the wings. And my hint is think about their size, okay? Think about how big or small they are. What words describe the wings, okay? I might send your work back to you and ask you to fix it if you don't do all the parts that I'm asking you to do. And if you have any questions, let me know. When you're done, do your best to draw the wing, okay? And make sure you add those words to describe it. And I'm also going to upload this video in a separate assignment on Seesaw to help you with your drawing. But remember, you can draw the ostrich on your own and show me the picture. In your worksheet, you're focusing on the wings, okay? Again, you guys, if you have any questions, let me know. I'm happy to help.